Y'all know who I am. Let's get down to it. Painting tutorial 101, VCM style. Bodies always come clear. This particular body, you can't recognize it right now. It's a 2021 2500 Chevrolet Silverado HD Duramax. I'm about to make it into something real nasty. It's made by Proline Racing, and this is lexan plastic. This is a 2020 Trail Boss. I did this when Kobe died. Actually gonna do it over. I was a novice when I did that. But 3 years down the road, getting these in and out like butter. So it's gonna be my last rig that I'm doing added to the fleet going into the 2024 season, but it might be the brightest. Colors of choice tonight: Spastics, Mirror Chrome, and I'm doing an outrageous bright fluorescent red from Tamaya. So let's go. First thing you want to do, the bodies always come with the masks for the windows. Some people like to paint them black. Whatever part you like to paint clear, leave it clear. You can go ahead and mask it off. Me specifically, I use vinyl tape or duct tape, vinyl tape, anything to kind of mask it off that'll keep the paint from seeping through. So let's go ahead and apply the first coat. Oh, I rattle can all my shit. Haven't really mastered the airbrush yet, but I'm working on it. First coat, you want to hold it approximately, I'd say about 6 to 7 inches away. Even, full sprays, just enough to kind of get it applied. You know what I'm saying? Just make it, instead of spraying it on, you want to make it fall on it. So watch and listen. Y'all see that? That's how light this is. First coat. Just a general outline. And the dope thing about painting these RC bodies is you paint plastic. So it literally will dry in less than 15 minutes. I get most of my bodies done. If I take my time, it might be an hour. Usually it's about like 30 minutes to me. I'm impatient. First coat, just enough to kind of get it on there. It don't even look like it's red. It's looking like it's pink right now, but it's only the first coat. So make sure you got all the general areas. The first coat. Boom. Now, mind you, it's a protective film that's still on here. That's just in case you get anything on here or get your fingers dirty or anything, you're not messing up the actual paint job. What we do with these RC cars, we paint them from the inside out first because they take a lot of abuse. I mean, if we painted this, you know, by hand on the outside and I take it outside, there's no way it'll ever retain that paint. It'll be scratched up, beat, everything. So real clever concept they came up with doing this. So that's the first coat. I still got some spots in there, but you know, you let it kind of fill in. I'm a pro. I can jump right back into it because I know how my sprays are, but y'all might want to wait the extra 5 to 7 minutes to let it kind of seep in and dry. Me, I like to let it fall, baby. Cover as much as you can with each spray. Eliminates dripping. It's the worst thing you can do is be up close or spray too much paint because you will notice it once it's all done and you put your last coats on. Now, what we use to really make these colors pop, like y'all might see a lot of my vehicles, I love the bright colors, pinks, purples, oranges, hot. The only color I really haven't kind of got down on yet is yellow because it's so tricky, and they just started making like the candy color yellows that actually pop. So be on the lookout for that. But right now, you see the more I spray, and I haven't even put the back coat on. So if you got a light color like this, anything fluorescent, you know, fluorescent or anything like that that's bright, you want to back it up with white. But in this particular case, I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to line it up with a little bit of the silver metallic because it's also used as a candy backer for candy coated paints. So maybe it might make this pop a little bit more. I'm going to blend them in with the white and that, but let's make sure we got all the red in here first. Yeah, man. Well, just to give y'all some rundown so y'all just don't hear me spraying. Mario, Vehicle City Monsters, Flint, Michigan. That's my YouTube handle, and that is my Instagram and Facebook handle as well. Really been loving monster trucks my whole life. I've had all the stuff before technology we got to where we at as far as like social media and stuff like that. But if I had to rank it, I started my Instagram page and got back into the hobby in 2020 when we had all that time to spend at home. And of course, this ain't no cheap hobby. So shout out to Trump on that one. Got me back in. It's a lot of characters out there. A lot of guys that actually do what we do. A lot of people see how close to scale our real monster trucks are to our trucks, vice versa. And it's hand in hand. You know, we all are part of the same community. A lot of the monster truck drivers definitely own these, or my favorite driver right now, Barry Musari, driver of Black Panther. He's one of the people of color that's out here doing it for us, man, and I'm loving every minute of it. But he got his start in RC cars too, man. And it's just expensive, man. That's the only thing I tell people. But you know, at the end of the day, you gotta have a drive for something. You know, if you want something bad enough, you're gonna get it done. Now, this is not gonna be black when I get done with it. This is just a vinyl tape that's under here protecting it. As you see, I actually do have the mask that Proline provides with the bodies to mask off the windows, so that way I can take them off and it'll be like you seeing through a windshield. So this is what the inside kind of looking like right now. You see, it's kind of still a little pinkish, but it's turning up. Believe me. I'm gonna hit it a few more times. And then I'm gonna let it dry. Make sure I ain't missing any spots. And then hit it again. Along the time I've been doing this, man, for 3 years, competitively, Flint, Michigan. We got a lot of untapped talent. I'm just one of the people that actually is out here with it, social media wise. A lot of the guys that race, they either on Facebook or they just don't do it. They spend most of their time working on the trucks like myself and racing. But definitely found a way to make my presence known in the monster truck RC community. When I first got started, I got tired of looking at the same truck every day. And then I figured out, well, damn, instead of buying another one, I can just get me a different body every week. The bodies range between like $30 to $50, sometimes $60, maybe higher depending on the application, but they always come clear. It's only 2 people that really make the best bodies out there. Now, me personally, I prefer J Concepts. J Concepts is a good brand. They make a lot of great aftermarket parts. You will always see me tagging J Concepts, the leaders in lexan. Pretty much Jay Runa and those guys down there in Florida, man, they have licensing for the real vehicles and the real tires that are seen and outfitted on the real vehicles that we mimic. And they pretty much give me a good canvas to display my artwork, man. They have a lot of varieties of trucks from now age to back to the 60s and the 70s. But this particular bad boy right here is Proline. Proline's been around for a long time. Proline makes good key bodies and then they discontinue them. Like, for instance, that Plan for Keeps Jeep that I got up there, the K5 Blazer. I bought that body in 2020 and it went literally... got discontinued the month after I bought it. That's why I still got that body around. It's the first one I ever really painted, and it's the flagship truck. Other than that, we do race competitively in Flint. They took everything we kind of had, man, and nobody was really... See, in the RC world, people look at the monster truck guys like we all about damage, destruction, carnage. Big trucks racing around means heavy damage on the course of the track. So a lot of the indoor places, they are... real fugazi about letting us in like that. But I got a few workarounds I'm working on, man. But outside is the best way to go. A lot of times I prefer indoors because real monster trucks, we go to the arenas, we watch them. I mean, it's both mimics the both outside and inside. But me personally, I grew up going to the Pontiac Silverdome, the Saginaw Civic Center, which is now the Dow Event Center, the Dordt Event Center, which was back then the Flint IMA Sports Arena, and that's really kind of how I got my start, man. Should be a little bit dry. How y'all think that look? I covered about 70% of it, right? A little bit more. You're not gonna always feel it. If you feel like that you are spraying too much, then you probably are. The craziest thing about painting this, man, is I found out an untapped talent in myself that I had. And I painted, basically, let's put it like this. If J Concepts makes 32 different body styles specifically fitted for my truck, I probably painted about 30 of them. So, just putting it to you as a prime example. I'll also be tagging them and showing y'all some of my old work and showing y'all the difference between Proline and J Concepts body. Now, the good thing about Proline bodies, though, I do give them, they are a little tougher. You know, I don't really break the Proline bodies like that, but the lexan is just a tough plastic overall. But when it comes to variety, J Concepts offers more. That's from tires on up. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and get some backing on this. 1 second, be right back. Whoop, there it is. All right. So I did say I was going to try white. Let's go ahead and try a thin coat of this silver metallic and see how it makes it hold up. See if it pops for real. See, I've added that fade. Growing up in Flint, man, we had a lot of people that made a lot of money in a lot of unquestioned ways, man, questionable ways. And I've seen a lot of stuff that, as far as in the car community with paint, man, the paint jobs and the cost of the paint jobs is just unfathomable. And it just made me always, you know, say, dang, maybe I can do that. The candy paint, that'll be dope. The flip-flop paint, that'll be dope. I've mastered the fade. The fade is basically a transition in one color, making it lighter and darker, or mixing two colors together and making it blend perfect. But what I'm going to do here is hopefully I'm going to start out in the back with the silver just to see if it's going to go ahead and be darker than the white, because nothing beats white. Always take your can. Leave them in a decent temperature, nothing too hot, nothing too cold. Oh yeah, you want a good full spray like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want no cog or nothing in your spray. Oh yeah, that's coming out beautiful. It's backing that all right. So I'm gonna do the back end. And also after it's all done, it's almost like a protection for your paint. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like an extra coat of protection for your paint. So we're going to do the back half here. You see how it's kind of solidifying it now a little bit in the back. And it's not too late. This is the part where you don't want to miss anything because if the paint's so bright, it will show through. So that's actually not turning out too bad. Now, mind you, I still got this thick layer of film. And I don't mean to sound corny about this, but the best feeling I get from painting something like this isn't how it looks. Anybody who paints these will tell you it's taking this plastic off and revealing how it really looks. So we're gonna get to that shortly. All right, so I did a little bit of the gray under there. Served pretty cool. Let's throw some white in the front. That's green fluorescent, don't want to do that. There we go. White usually, no matter what you get, the general color, like white or black, they always come out really strong. That's with any paint. I don't understand that. But be mindful of it. Alright. Not too bad, not too bad. I can rock with that. Bright in the front, fade to the back. Now y'all see how you don't see no spots. I was letting everybody else guess what truck this was gonna be, but I pretty much keep all my identities the same, just different formats and patterns. The thing that got me out there was making old school trucks look new and cool in a different kind of way. You know, either changing the color or running an outline color or putting, like this for instance, this truck is going to be the Nightmare Chevrolet. Nightmare Chevrolet was originally a 1995 or 1993 GMC 2500 or GMC 1500 body style. And basically I take the same decals that I get and I put them on a newer body. Like this is 2021. That truck's not even around no more. So it turns a lot of heads when I do that stuff, man, and that's how I keep myself different than everybody else in the game. Also with my wild driving style too, when I'm not broke. Alright, y'all, we're gonna hit it one more time. I'm gonna actually hit the silver metallic. Funny shit, the best way to drive this, y'all, or to dry it, is a what's it called? Women using blow dryer. There we go. Y'all know I ain't got no hair. Blow dryer. All right. So we got the first coat down. Fluorescent red. VCM Nightmare. Look good with that red and black, but it's gonna be dope when I add this mirror chrome. VCM. Be right back.